I don't really know. You want to talk about religion?
If you want to talk about religion, then have a go.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, what do you say? I'm probably not the...
Not the expert in that kind of field.
It's not that, no, I care a lot about it, but I suppose, like, I don't know, it's just an odd thing for a pop star to start venting about, isn't it?
I think it's also a bit difficult to grasp if you don't have that, like, in you. If you don't belong to a kind of religion or believe in a kind of religion, I think it's quite difficult to grasp and like form an opinion on it if you don't experience it on your own.
No, I've got an opinion on it.
Have you got one?
Well, I've got lots. What, on religion?
Yeah, when you say that you've got one.
Well, yeah, I think religions. I think that. Do you want to go in?
Well, let's go
in.
I
think that, like, religion. If I'm being honest about you,
yeah.
it's the whole analogy of it, I suppose, is it's kind of like a disease. Now, I don't want to disrespect anybody with faith. The idea of a belief in God or a personal faith or something of which helps you deal with whatever. Believing in God, that's fair enough. It's when religions start infringing on other people's liberties. It's when religions start telling you to stone homosexuals. It's when monotheistic religions find a place at the center of politics and society. And modern societies conduct themselves based on religious beliefs. Now, that's dangerous. And that's why you have loads of shit like war and stuff to make it sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. I just think I'm not a fan of religion. I think that I think it was I don't know who it was that said, why can't people look at their garden and be amazed without having to believe there's fairies at the bottom? The idea of being part of this kind of tapestry of humanity, for me, is such a more enlightening and fascinating idea than some kind of ridiculous ideology. And I think the only time that we'll ever get rid of religion is when we have education systems where we have education without religious intervention, because if you have that, then there's no religion. If you teach people scientific facts before religious ideology, then there is no question which way that they will sway. But there you go. That's my opinion on it. On it, the religion. No, I do get what you mean. I just think it's also each to their own, as long as it doesn't interfere or hurt somebody in their personal being. I do agree with that. I do believe each to their own, but not really, because that kind of makes it out as if it's a two-sided argument, which it isn't.
That is true. That's true, mate.
I don't. Listen, religion's effect on society and culture and and the way that it has developed throughout humanity, that's all very interesting, but it doesn't really evade the question of, is there a God or is there not a God? That's kind of as simple as it is.
Do you have to ask that question? Do you think that's...
If you want to live in a world where monotheistic religions are dictating whether people live or die, then fucking you do have to say that.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm on you with that one.
Yeah, cool. No, I wasn't shouting at you. I was shouting at
the other people who are in a different kind of thinking-wise thing.
Exactly.
All right. So, but you also like saying that the 975, the wonderful album, I like it personally quite a lot. That you were figuring yourself out. So, what have you learned about yourself, or figured out about yourself in that kind of way?
You know what? I'm definitely a different person to when I was when I wrote that record.
What's different about you?
I don't really know. It's all minutiae, isn't it? It's small steps that make you, that you don't even realise until you're provided with retrospect or hindsight, and you go, oh yeah. I don't really know what I learned from that record. I learned that I'm quite obsessive. I'm quite obsessive with the idea of the situation and idealising my own past. It's a very, very antiquated version of what happened to me. But I kind of like that, and I suppose I've kind of embraced that side of the way that I see things and think about things, and certainly channeled it into the new record and stuff like that.